Marlowe, starring Van Heflin, with music composed and conducted by Lynn Murray. Yes, families all over America have named their favorite toothpaste New Pepsodent with invigorating Irium foam. New, fresh-tasting Pepsodent with a new cool minty flavor. It's the 3-to-1 favorite over all other toothpastes.
It's true. With families all over America, New Pepsodent is the favorite 3-to-1.
The Farrell family of Evergreen Park, Illinois, prefer New Pepsodent on every single count. The Farrells say New Pepsodent tastes best of all, makes teeth brighter, and makes breath cleaner. On all these counts, by an overwhelming average of 3-to-1, families prefer New Pepsodent over all other toothpaste at home.
It's a fact. Families, 3-to-1, say New Pepsodent tastes better, makes breath cleaner, and makes teeth brighter.
Remember, this is not just our opinion. It's the honest conviction of the Farrells and other families who compared New Pepsodent toothpaste with other toothpaste they had at home. Get Pepsodent, the only toothpaste containing Irium. Get it for your family without delay. We continue with The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, created by Raymond Chandler and starring Van Heflin, who appears by arrangement with Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. The producers of Technicolor musical Fiesta, starring Esther Williams.
I sat with Lola Barsley in her car, listening to that jittery, infuriating desert wind gallop around in the midnight streets. I just told her about the Latin-looking man I found in Wanda's room in a very dead condition. I held her hands until they stopped trembling. Then I gave her the few remaining details. He had a gun in his shoulder holster, but someone strangled him before he could use it.
Someone. Wanda?
Maybe. You see that convertible two cars ahead of us?
It's been there for hours. It was there before I parked here to wait for you.
Leon, the man in Wanda's room, came in that car. But according to the key containers he carried, that isn't his car.
Whose car is it? Does it matter?
Well, it belongs to a lady according to the tag on the keys.
A lady.
Well, anyway, a woman. If you're going to split hairs, Eugenie Kolchenko, West Los Angeles?
Never heard of her.
Uh-huh. All right, well, you go home now, okay?
What are you going to do?
Drive that flossy convertible around, wave at my friends, impress people. You run along now. Me, I've got another day.
Yes? What is it? Please.
Miss Eugenie Kolchenko?
Yes? What is it?
Did you lose or misplace a pigeon gray convertible coupe?
What are you saying?
Now, don't be alarmed. I found it and I brought it home to you.
Come in, please. It is a reward you wish. Shall we say...
Snap out of it, Dragon Lady. Who was he?
Who was who?
The little guy, Leon, you loaned your car to? He's dead. Who was he?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Eugenie,
Darling, come here, please.
what's the matter, honey? Who is this man?
I came about Miss Kolchenko's car.
What about her car?
The gentleman who borrowed it couldn't return it on account of he isn't alive.
He's dead. Darling, he's dead.
That's putting it more bluntly, of course.
Dead, huh?
Completely.
Who are you?
Philip Marlowe, private investigator. My card?
Mm-hmm. You told the police yet?
Never do it once, what can be deferred? Pending negotiations. ASA.
I might negotiate.
Oh, peachy.
What do you know, Marlowe?
A woman named Wanda was shot in a bar tonight. I happen to have the insight as to who she was. And when I visited her apartment tonight, I found this Leon Balsanos dead.
He wouldn't have had $500 in 20s on him, would he?
No, but this Wanda had over $700 on her when she was killed at the cocktail bar last night. Mostly in 20s. Is there a basis for negotiations yet?
Very well, Marlowe. I'm a married man. There were certain unpaid bills for some stuff Miss Kolchenko here had charged to my account.
But you told me I might charge to your account.
All right, so I wasn't very bright.
That might be the understatement of the decade, but go on.
I had the unpaid bills safely in my briefcase. Somehow this Wanda had a chance to steal the briefcase. I hired Leon and gave him $500 to buy back those bills from Wanda.
Instead, Wanda took Leon's dough and was forced to kill Leon in the process. And then she went out to keep another date and accidentally walked into an old pal hostile enough to blow her down.
And someone still has those bills. And I'm in for a divorce suit.
The man who shot Wanda got away in Wanda's car, with your briefcase in it.
Yeah, that could be.
The cops caught him.
Oh, then the police have the briefcase.
Maybe, but the police are interested in solving crime, not in tossing mud for the benefit of sensation eaters. Look, I've got a friend or two at headquarters. Let me see what I can do.
It's worth $500 to me.
Well, then that's what it'll cost you.
Well, good luck. And thank you, Mr.
Marlowe. Philip Marlowe. Remember?
My name is Frank Barsley.
Barsley? Oh,
What does that mean?
the big hydroelectric engineer.
Yeah, how do you know?
My voice is telling me.
Who?
Darling, this man is manifestly insane.
It's the heat, Miss Kolchenko. It's the Santa Ana. It's the desert wind. May I use your telephone? Someday, I must tell you about Ibero. Salt of the earth, Ibero. Detective lieutenant over at Central Homicide. I phoned Ibero from Miss Kolchenko's house and told her where she could find a well-dressed cadaver named Leon and furnished a few small details. I gave Ibero time to check my tip, and then I went down to see the good lieutenant and told her why I'd been up in Wanda's room, only to find Leon instead of a certain lady's string of pearls.
Pearls, eh?
Well, I thought Wanda might have them up there.
Whose pearls were they?
A lady's.
Go on.
Or they might have been in Wanda's car that Wanda's killer drove away.
Yeah,
Well, what? Yeah.
they might have.
Also, a batch of unpaid bills charged to the account of a certain Frank Barsley.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, now the police aren't interested in domestic scandal. They want to prevent or to solve crime, right?
So...
So I've got $500 for the police fund if those pearls and those bills are returned to their rightful owner.
Quit, you're kidding.
No, it's a valuable necklace.
Yes? There's your necklace.
That's it. 41 pearls, perfectly matched. Diamond propeller clasp. That's it. That's the one.
Take it away, Marlowe.
On the level?
Mm-hmm. Just tell me straight what it's all about. All I ask.
Sure. Well, this Wanda was blackmailing the wife with the pearls, and her husband with the bills. Guy by the name of Barsley. Well, Barsley sent Leon to get the bills from Wanda. Instead, Wanda killed Leon and then stepped out and happened to get shot by that guy at the bar. Now, if Barsley's name stays out of the paper, I get $500, and that goes to the police fund.
We'll keep him out.
Well, now, I'm not in this case for money. I just want to get back the bills and the pearls.
As you say, Marlowe, the police aren't in business to sling mud.
Well, you can deliver the pearls to the lady yourself. If you like, she lives at...
Oh, no, Marlowe. You see, except for the diamond propeller clasp on them, they're phony.
Phony, but...
All but the clasp, Marlowe. All but the clasp.
Well, I stared at Ibero. To the flyer, Johnny Dalmas, the great lover, had given Lola a string of fake pearls. Well, I didn't know how to tell her, but I called her up and told her to meet me at the Beachcombers at 2. I was going to slip her the bad news slowly.
I'm glad you asked me to meet you here, Mr. Marlowe. You see, I had to have someone to talk to.
Go ahead, talk, I'm listening.
Now, Mr. Marlowe, now more than ever I must have those pearls.
Why? Money trouble?
Oh, no. It's just that everything's gone wrong. This morning my husband told me we were to separate.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lola.
If I had Johnny's pearls, it would be a link with the past and with Johnny and all he meant to me. It's how a woman feels, Mr. Marlowe. It's okay if you don't understand.
Maybe I do, though.
So please, Mr. Marlowe, please, you'll try to find my pearls.
Lola, look,
Even if it isn't all of them, any part of them, any single smallest one of them, it'll be Johnny's.
Look, will you, meet me here again around 4 o'clock?
I'll be here.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. There was only one earthly decent thing I could do. I took Lola's glass pearls to a jeweler and I had them take off the diamond clasp and put it on one of those strings of so-called simulated pearls that they sell you for $3, tax included. Then I went back to keep my 4 o'clock date with Lola at the Beachcombers.
Well, Mr. Marlowe, anything new?
Yes, the police found some pearls in Wanda's car.
They found my pearls?
No, not exactly.
Not exactly.
Well, Wanda was getting set to chip you, Lola. He had the diamond clasp of your necklace attached to a string of cheap imitations, and then he sold the real pearls.
Oh, how...
These are the imitations too.
Yes. But it is my clasp. The clasp is real.
Is that all right?
Yes. It's the clasp that Johnny Dalmas gave me. Of course. Of course it's all right.
Oh, that's swell.
Thank you so much, Mr. Marlowe.
Forget it.
I won't. Not ever. Well, is this goodbye?
Yeah, I think so. You'll never get over Johnny Damasola. But if anybody ever bothers you again, well, let me know. Name's Philip Marlowe. I drove almost to Malibu, and then I parked and walked out on a rock cliff jetting into the Pacific Ocean. Then I reached in my pocket and dug out the string of bohemian glass pearls that Lieutenant Ibarra had found in Wanda's car. I cut the knot at one end and slipped the pearls off one by one. One by one, I flipped them into the water. A gull swooped down on them and then flapped up again, screaming indignantly. The phony pearls had fooled Wanda and Lola Barsley, but they couldn't fool the Seagull. I said to myself, to the memory of Johnny Dalmas, just another four-flusher. I listened to Wild the Wheeling Seagulls. All at once, I realized that the wind had died. The Santa Ana had blown itself out. The red wind was done. It was over.
You have just heard Van Heflin starring in the first of a new mystery series, Raymond Chandler's The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, brought to you by the Lever Brothers Company, makers of Pepsodent. Have you tried, have you tasted the new Pepsodent toothpaste? Its lingering minty flavor is so fresh and inviting, families prefer it by an overwhelming average of 3 to 1. In a recent nationwide test, they said new Pepsodent tastes better, makes breath cleaner, and makes teeth brighter. Remember, new Pepsodent gives you more invigorating Irium foam. It sweeps dull film away. No wonder it's the 3 to 1 favorite with families all over America. Get new Pepsodent with Irium for your family right away. Tonight's story on the adventures of Philip Marlowe was based on The Red Wind, written for Raymond Chandler, the creator of Philip Marlowe, the screen's most famous private detective, and was adapted for radio by Milton Geiger. Heard with Van Heflin was Lorene Tuttle as Lola Barsley. And this is Wendell Niles, inviting you to listen again next week at the same time to another exciting story on the adventures of Philip Marlowe, starring Van Heflin with his distinguished cast.